Hi and welcome to this edition of Out the Box. Today we're going to be having a look at what is in this box. This is the new Wireless 6 Professional access point, the Ubiquiti Unifi Wireless 6 Professional, so the U6-Pro. Not meant to be a massive technical overview. I'm going to show you what is in the box. We've had so far the U6 Lite, the U6 Long Range, and now the U6 Pro. So in the box, you're going to get the access point, which we'll have a look at in a moment. You are going to get a wall guide to be able to work out where to drill your holes with a level for solid wall and ceiling mounting. You are going to get a universal mount. These are sold separately, but these come in the box. There is no PoE injector with this, by the way, just so you're aware. You need to buy a PoE injector to support it. You're going to get a mounting plate. Idea of this: hard wall or solid surfaces, screw this into place. You'll then take the access point itself and clip it into place. If maybe you've got a false ceiling, then you also are going to get one of these plates as well. The idea that this goes on the top, maybe you've got the ceiling tiles, this goes on the bottom. We now bolt between the two with the supplied bolts, and again, just lock this into place. So you're going to get one of those. All right, you are going to get, what do you get over here? A conformity guide, which you probably won't look at and will throw away. You are going to get the little get started guide just there with a very nice QR code and one on that side. Not much on there, but remember, these devices need to use the app or one of the controllers, so the Cloud Key or the UDM, to actually set these up, or maybe the free software you download on your computer. You're also going to get all of the hardware that you need to mount this. So here, these two here, you'll have seen them in the versatile mounting kits. This allows you to fit this false ceiling where you've got the ceiling rails and you don't want to use the option that I've done, just showed you, to be able to put them on the actual tile. These will clip to the rails. We then have the varying bolts and everything to be able to connect or mount this plate, wherever I put it, just here, this plate to the wall. And we have some plugs here for the wall as well. So all of the mounting screws and everything you need. And you've got a bung there as well, which I'll show you how that fits. So like I said, not meant to be a technical overview, but I do want to just give you a few of my thoughts on where this position. So we've had the U6 Lite. It's a 4x4 device. We then had the U6 Long Range, which I thought was maybe going to follow the same as the ACs, where it had less performance potentially on it. We actually found that it had a 4x4 on both the 5 gigahertz and the 2.4 gigahertz. We didn't see that on the AC long range because we only saw 2.2, so 2 antenna, 2 spatial stream on the 5 gigahertz band, but we saw 3x3 on the 2.4 gigahertz. So I was sort of expecting it to follow that, but it sort of warped this out of perspective on my mind, because here's the U6 Pro, all right, and here's the U6 Long Range. So I was actually expecting the Long Range to be the smaller of these. Having said that, this is designed for greater throughput. So this will do technically air-to-air around about 5.3 gigabits a second. It's a 4x4, so 4 antenna, 4 spatial streams in the 5 gigahertz, but interestingly, it's only a 2x2 in the 2.4 gigahertz. It will do close to 573 megasecond, I think, in that band. The long range was doing about 600 megasecond in the 2.4. This is designed for about 300 devices. It is designed for the throughput, so I understand why this is called a Pro. All right, let me just show you a little bit about it. Not really much to show you there on the front, and the glare might not be too much useful. I'm just going to show you the back, where you can see obviously our locking plate that we had here before will clamp into. Then let me just show you. Obviously on the AC Pros we had 2 network ports. We only have one on here, and we have our reset switch just in there. So hopefully you can see that. Just working. There we go. Rotate that round a little bit more for you. Now, intriguingly, we can do 5.3 gigabits a second technically air-to-air on this device, but it only currently has a 1 gigabit a second uplink. So we're stifling that throughput. I know that we're probably not actually going to get that real throughput. We are stifling it with only a 1 gigabit a second uplink. Right, so just that one bit to show you here is the bung. Look, this is not an all-weather device. Don't put it outside in the rain. You could probably put this under your alfresco area. You can, obviously, as long as it's not got driving rain on it, the idea of this bung, which we just fit into place here, is that we can pass the Ethernet cable through it. It's really going to block out small animals, dust, and those type of things from getting in. It's not going to stop moisture. So don't please use that outside totally, but probably under the cover, somewhere like that will work quite well. As you will notice going through these contents, there is no PoE injector, so you will need to get a 48 volt PoE injector to run this device. But hopefully that's been useful. Do head on over to our YouTube channel. Loads more box openings on wireless firewalls and networking equipment. Plenty of how-to guides. What do I need to run my Unifi network? We talk about PoE, the switches, and all of those type of things that you need and how to configure these. So do subscribe to stay up to date. But hopefully that's been useful. That's the new Ubiquiti Wireless 6 Professional. My name's Paul.